Everyone, welcome to another lecture of nonlinear dynamics. So here, if you remember in the last class we discussed or we tried to discuss something more than local stability, which is global stability. So we are moving from local stability to global stability. So what was the situation? The situation is something like this. Say there is a dynamical system, and the dynamical system we try to calculate the stability. That is where the system is like it will not be very much fluctuated. So what is the process? So first we try to find some equilibrium point. What is equilibrium point? Where the growth equation will be 0. So we try to find the equilibrium point, then we try to calculate the Jacobian and finally eigenvalue, and depending on the nature of the eigenvalue we can find the stability. Now we try to show that okay, if we find an equilibrium point, will it be stable for all or only for the neighborhood of that point? So will it be globally stable or not? So now gradually we are moving towards finding this answer of this question. Okay. So last class we have given you some idea. Now in this class we try to see something which is called Lyapunov function and how the Lyapunov function is useful in this situation. So in last lecture we discussed about positive definite matrix, positive definite expression, negative definite, positive semi-definite, negative semi-definite, and all these things, and moreover the derivative using chain rule. Now that will be useful for today's class. So I would like to request you that you please go through the previous video also, which will be helpful for your understanding of this class. So now what is a Lyapunov function? So suppose there is a domain D. Domain means the set of values for input. Okay. So in a domain D, if there is a multivariable function exy, suppose we have taken a function in some domain such that the function is positive definite, but the derivative of the function is negative semi-definite, then we can say this kind of function is called Lyapunov function. So Lyapunov function means there are two conditions. Number one, in the domain, in the prescribed domain, the function has to be positive definite, but if you calculate the derivative of the function with respect to the independent variable, the function has to be negative semi-definite. So if these two conditions are satisfied, then the function is called Lyapunov function. Now how this Lyapunov function is useful for this kind of situation? So now you see, in our case, when you try to consider any dynamical system, so there's this kind of expression is given. So we have given an autonomous system, dx dt equals to pxy and dy dt equals to qxy. Now assume that it has an equilibrium point 0, 0. So we are assuming that it has an equilibrium point 0, 0. That is the origin, say this point. And this p and q, this multivariable function, have continuous first order partial derivative. Okay. So these two conditions are satisfied, that there is a point 0, 0. Now you can ask if there is no point at 0, 0. So in last class we have shown that if there is any point alpha beta, you can shift your axis to alpha beta and make that 0, 0. Okay. So anyway, for alpha beta also you can follow the same kind of procedure. So we will be doing some problem, you can better understand that. So if there exists a Lyapunov function exy in some domain D containing 0, 0, that is the equilibrium point, then 0, 0 will be asymptotically stable throughout. The meaning is that. So I have given many theoretical aspects, but you try to understand the diagram. Say this is the xy axis. Why we have taken xy axis? Because x and y variables are present in the system. Now 0, 0 is the point for equilibrium. Now what we are doing, we try to find one neighborhood, and within the neighborhood, if there is any function exy which will be doing the job of a Lyapunov function, then we can say this function is, this point is asymptotically stable throughout. So that means first of all you have to calculate one equilibrium point, then in that particular equilibrium point you have to find a neighborhood, suitable neighborhood, within which there exists a function which is positive definite, but the derivative of the function is negative semi-definite. If this situation will arise, then we can say this point is asymptotically stable. Now one thing, suppose we are unable to get some Lyapunov function. Okay, it may happen that we are unable to get some Lyapunov function. Then we can't conclude that this will not be asymptotically stable, because if Lyapunov function exists, we can say this is asymptotically stable, but there are infinite number of ways to construct a Lyapunov function. So if we are unable to get any Lyapunov function, that does not mean that no Lyapunov function exists. So that is our limitation. So we can't say that this one is not stable. So this is very interesting, that if you are getting some Lyapunov function, you can say it is stable 100%. If you don't get, you can't say it is not stable. Okay. So anyway, let me do one problem and get you familiar and with the problems, because the theoretical part, it will be a bit boring. So if I go for the problem, I think then you can understand it better. Say one problem, this one. So dx dt equals to minus x plus 2x square plus y square, and dy dt equals to minus y plus xy. So you can easily understand that. So if we have to solve this, and we have to check that exy equals to x square plus y square. So that means, will it serve the job as a Lyapunov function? We have to check that. Now in this situation, we can understand that the equilibrium point is 0, 0, one of the point, because if you put 0, 0, this term will become 0, this term will become 0. So 0, 0 is an equilibrium point. There is no doubt about that. So we try to do the calculation for 0, 0. Now exy is x square plus y square. So no problem, this function is positive definite. So what is the meaning of positive definite? That at the point 0, 0, it will be 0. Apart from that, in all point it will be greater than 0, strictly greater than 0. Now if I want to calculate E dot, so what was the formula in E dot? So in E dot you can write del E del x into dx dt plus del E del y into dy dt. So I have explained this in the last class, then also I try to explain this here. Here E is a function of x and y. E is a function of x and y. Again, x is a function of t, y is a function of t. Again, x is a function of t, y is a function of t. Now finally we want E dot. E dot means derivative of E with respect to t. Now how can we reach to t? First of all, from E we have to go to x, and then x we have to go to t. So that is del E del x. Now you can ask that why you are using del? Because under E there are two options, x and y. So partial derivative will be there, del E del x. Now from x there is only one option, so dx dt, plus similarly del E del y dy dt. Now del E del x means 2x, and dx dt means this portion, so minus x plus 2x square plus y square, plus del E del y means 2y, and dy dt means minus y plus xy. So if we just simplify, we will be getting x square plus y square into 4x minus 2. So if you just simplify for one or two steps, you get this one. Now you try to understand, if we have to show that E will be a Lyapunov function, what we need to show? E is positive definite, that is already shown, but the derivative has to be negative semi-definite. So for Lyapunov function, we need to show basically E dot less than equals to 0 for all other points except 0. So now that means this portion has to be less than equals to 0. Now this portion is always greater than 0 except 0 point. So this portion has to be less than equals to 0. So this implies 4x minus 2 into x square plus y square will be less than equals to 0. So this implies 4x minus 2 less than equals to 0, as x square plus y square will be always greater than equals to 0. Understand? So this will be x less than equals to half. Okay, so we have got a condition that if x less than equals to half, then only this E dot will be negative or non-positive. So that means, what is the situation? Let me just draw the case so it will be easier. So in our case, this was the equilibrium point 0 0, and we have got x less than equals to half. So if this is x equals to half, so less than equals to half means whole this side. So that means in this portion it will be negative or non-positive. In greater sense you can say non-positive. So now you see, this is a 0 0 point which is the equilibrium point. So what was our condition? That around the equilibrium point, if we get a neighborhood within which E dot should be less than equals to 0, then it will be Lyapunov. Now we have this much gap, so we can take some neighborhood, this one, this one, this one. So that means some neighborhood will exist, and hence this will be, this E will be acting as a Lyapunov function for this problem. Okay. So I think that's all for this session. So what we have tried to discuss is that basically what is a Lyapunov function. Again I am repeating, this topic is not a very easy topic. You have to understand the multivariable derivative, and then only probably you can get to this. Then what we are discussing, that how you can show this something is a Lyapunov function. So we can simply do the calculation for multivariable calculus, and we can get this value, and from this value we can get the following condition. And we have seen that 0 0 point is there, which is the equilibrium point, and x equals to half is there. So there is a gap. So you can always draw some neighborhood around the point, and the through region E dot will be less than equals to 0. So whatever you draw within that also E dot will be less than equals to 0. So this shows that E will be a Lyapunov function provided x less than equals to half. Thank you very much. That's all for this session. So for any query, feel free to write me in the comment section. Thank you.